he even mean the fucking thing?
4 last operators standing.
Okay, stay here. No, Matt, just don't die.
Okay, okay.
Drone ready.
One's master.
I hear one. I don't know where he is. This guy. In an armor.
Op
Yeah.
4 last op standing.
What's up, guys? Today we're going to be talking about the art of the quick peek. We're going to be talking about what is a quick peek, and we're going to be going over how to do it in detail. So let's get to it. So first, what is a quick peek? Well, quick peek is just leaning to gather intel so you can physically see, and then going back behind cover as fast as you can. So we're going to go out and come back. So you're gathering intel by peeking out and going behind cover quickly. So there's a lot of things you do to follow that up. One thing that you can do is you lean out and pre-fire out, or you can lean out and just stay behind cover. Well, I know the intel, so like, okay, now I'm ready for the next firefight, or lean out. I know where he's at, or I can lean out and I can swing out all the way wide. So that's the most basic way of quick peeking. So you just gather the intel and then dealing with it normally as you would. So a lot of people will do that if they're like trying to roam around the map. I don't really have a drone, so just checking corners really fast without, like, you know, having any type of actual intel. Now we're gonna be talking about how to quick peek, like you see a lot of people do, like that firefight style. So they're doing the quick peek, taking a shot and going back behind cover. So taking a shot really fast and going back behind cover. So why people do that is, I mean, you're behind cover, and the only time you expose yourself is while you're shooting really quick, and then you're going back behind cover instantly. Let's say I know someone is on this angle right here, where I think that it might be, and I kill him. He's dead. He's dead. Basically, just doing that over and over, and honestly, it's really not that hard to do it at a very basic level, and we're going to talk about how to do it. So, I mean, you lean to the right. You're gonna go near the corner right before you're about to be exposed, and then you lean to the right, and as you lean, you walk to the right slightly. So you walk to the right while leaning, and then as you're exposed, the second you do that, you're gonna want to unlean and then walk to the left. So like so. So how do you move about the map by doing that without just getting your fingers like stuck on each other over and over? So let's talk about that. The only time that I would do this quick lean is when I'm taking something that I'm not fully exposed to. So when I'm trying to peek out, gather intel, is what I would quick peek. So like here, I don't know what's behind this. Quick peek, quick peek. Gather intel as you go about the map. Always doing it to gather the intel around the corner. Like if I know what's going on in this general area, I can just full swing out. But if I'm holding a door like this, let's say, instead of just holding an angle like this, where a lot of people, like a lot of enemies will like walk forward and they're just gonna see your head and they're gonna rip you apart. The holding angles in this game is generally rough, so like a lot of times I'll hold like, let's say, a passive angle, like so, and then I'll either walk out and pre-fire and then like quick lean back because I'm already leaned, or I'll kind of quick peek them like that. The reason you do that is because, I mean, like I said, it is extremely easy to counter someone. Let's say I'm trying to hold Skybridge and all I'm doing is holding an angle like this. So as an enemy comes over, what they'll be able to do is they'll be able to just see you very quickly like that, and even better yet, be able to take you out like so, and you're not really going to see anything coming. You're like, here's how I counter quick peekers. You either need to know how to quick peek back, or you're going to need to know how to counter a quick peeker. So like we said, when we're here, let's say someone's quick peeking for this box, you don't peek them. And when you do, you are aiming at their head while emptying your gun and getting to an angle that they're not going to see. Because when you quick peek, you're only getting a snapshot of that angle. So like so, I'm only getting a snapshot. So if you're walking around and doing anything weird, the person's going to have to predict where they're at. Like here, I only get a snapshot. If the guy's walking around, I'm not going to know where he's at, and I'm already aiming here. Let's say you're just walking around. It's going to be hard to predict where that person is. So to counter someone doing what I'm doing there, instead of trying to push forward, I am going to just, you know, okay, I know someone's there, and then what I'm going to do is push forward, and as a quick peek again, I'm going to take them out because they're not really going to know exactly where I'm at because they're just only getting a snapshot of the angle every time, and if their snapshot's not good, they are going to go down. The quick peeking is only going to really help you if you know the general layout of the map. If you're generally lost, just quick peeking random things like this is not really going to benefit you too much. You're going to want to only quick peek when you're think that there might be someone, let's say I'm trying to counter that door, or there might be someone holding an angle on you like that, or they're here, or they're in some general position where they're probably not going to move as you peek them. So like when I come up to an angle like this is how I come about it. Checking with my gun up as I swing out. I check that to see if anyone's on that angle. And I know the door's coming up, so making sure that nobody's at that door. If they are, again, just taking their heads off. And once I get a general idea that it's clear, I'm gonna push in wide with my gun up. Always have your gun up when you're walking into the unknown because you're never really going to know where someone is going to try to fight you. All right, now let's talk about related forms of peeking called jiggle peeking and face checking. So first, we're gonna talk about jiggle peeking. This is probably the method I do probably 90 to 95% of the time, and it's very simple. It's just as your ADS, you're just checking while walking back and forth, and you're walking out to gather a little bit of intel, and you're going back behind cover. Let's say I see someone on the door coming up, and take them out. Take them out. So the reason why I do this is because it's a lot easier to just walk back and forth than it is to do this every single time. Because a lot of times I'd rather just do this because it is a lot faster and I can navigate a little bit more, and I'm gathering a lot more intel a little bit faster while I do this. So the quick peek that I like to show here, I only do if I know that let's just someone's on an angle like that, and I'm just trying to do this. Most of the time, that peek is used for just gathering quick intel. Like, that's just for gathering quick intel. The jiggle peek is more for clearing an entire room, like so. Because you're not going to want to quick peek all these angles on this door, because it's going to take you forever. And as you like just doing this motion over and over, you're not getting the entire picture. You're taking too long to gather a picture, giving enemies a lot more time to deal with you. Now let's talk about face checking. Face checking, of course, is just this. Let's say I know that someone's in that room. Face checking is just walking through the door with my gun up. A lot of newer players, let's say that, oh, someone calls out, hey, there's someone there, right? So newer players are just going to barge in and aim at the yellow mark and think they're in that room. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to clear room by room with jiggle peeks, checking the angles that you're most exposed to first. This is how every time I die, well, most of the time, I'm going to die to an angle that I'm already at least have my gun up at or taking shots at. Don't want to get caught with your gun down. So let's say I get a call that someone is over there. So I'm walking up and I'm going to jiggle peek all the way through, checking every angle that someone could possibly be. And then I'm going to know that it's clear, or I'm going to end up in a fight. Like, let's say I see someone along the way, trying to deal with them and trying to fight them. So the dangerous thing about doing this kind of peek is, let's say if someone swings out wide as I'm doing this, they're going to see my body and they're going to be able to take me out pretty easily. That's why I like the Jiggle Peek, because it gives me more, like I can move back on them. I can move around with them. So quick peek, gather the intel, Jiggle Peek, the clear rooms fully, and the face check is when you know where the guy is at. You swing out full wide, kick them in the fight. The Jiggle Peek is more for clarity in an entire room, fast, while always having your gun up, so if anybody peeks me, I am ready for this fight. They are not going to catch me off guard, and I'm keeping my gun up at the closest angle that someone might be at. Always having my gun up. Go. And then face checking once I jiggle all the way through and I only have one angle left to deal with. If I only have one angle to deal with, face checking while having my gun up at the area that someone might swing me is how I can finish off the rest. All right, guys, if you learned something today, make sure to subscribe, drop a comment, and leave a like down below for more. It's a newer style of video that I'm doing here in movement and
Locate the
mechanics.
bomb.
And let me know if you guys learned something today. I know I'm no mechanics genius, but I am a champion level player. I play in FPL with it against the pros, and I have a pretty decent player in Rainbow Six. And honestly, a lot of my mechanics seem simple and basic, but trust me, it's all you need to know. The biggest thing of the game is the game sense and knowing when and where to look at any given point in time. It's all about timing and having your crosshair in the right position at the right time. And that comes with time, and just learning how to quick peek is not going to make you a better player. It will help in certain situations, but trust me, it is still going to be hard getting through plat, even if you know how to quick peek. It won't save you, but it is a good tool to have in your arsenal if you need it. So, all right, guys, till next time, peace out.